Can you read that for me? Just...
Oh, man. Trump orders a plan to dismantle the education department while keeping some core functions.
For those that are not aware, President Donald Trump is signing an executive order on Thursday calling for the dismantling of the U.S. Education Department, which advances a campaign promise to take apart an agency that has been a longtime target for conservatives. The order says that the Education Secretary will, quote, to maximize extent of appropriate and permitted by law, take all necessary steps to facilitate the closure of the Department of Education and return authority over education to the states and local communities. Trump said that the administration will close the department beyond its quote unquote core necessities, preserving its responsibilities for Title I funding in low-income schools, Pell Grant money for children with disabilities. Already, Trump's Republican administration has been gutting the agency. Its workforce is being slashed in half, and there's been deep cuts of the Office of Civil Rights and the Institute of Education Science, which gathers data on the nation's academic progress. The measure was celebrated by groups that have long called for an end to the department. For decades, it had funneled billions of taxpayer dollars into a failing system, one that prioritized leftist indoctrination over academic excellence, all while student achievement stagnates and America falls further behind, said Kevin Roberts, president of the Heritage Foundation. Man, this is fabulous. Let me tell you why I'm so pissed off at this. Donald Trump himself had said, I love the poorly educated.
I love the poorly educated. We're the smartest people. We're the most loyal people.
And there's a reason why. If you actually look at who votes Democrat and who votes Republicans, overwhelmingly uneducated people vote Republican. It is overwhelming. Voters with postgraduate degrees are substantially more Democratic than those 4 years ago. If you have high school or less, you can see there's more Republican leaning. If you have some college, you'll notice that the line definitely diverges quite a bit. Once you have the college degree, it's mostly going to be left leaning, and if you have a post grad, you're just overwhelmingly going to be a Democrat. If you are eliminating the Department of Education, the Department of Education itself provides substantial funding to specific schools. And you know what's even more wild about this? And I can provide this source as well. Which states and school systems rely the most on federal K through 12 aid? You could see that the states that actually need the most amount are overwhelmingly right-wing states. We got Mississippi, South Dakota, Montana, Alaska, Arkansas, North Carolina, Kentucky, Arizona, Oklahoma, and Tennessee. All of these, right, those are the highest needs for federal funding. So what is going to happen here is by removing the Department of Education and allowing the funding to go back to the states, what that means is ultimately there will be the haves and the have-nots in terms of education more so than we currently have already. Right? And when there's more have-nots, what happens is that there's more uneducated people. There's going to be more people that won't be able to actually do anything about it. And even if they were capable of going to college, a lot of the times what you get is, well, they're just those colleges are a damn bunch of liberals trying to tell all liberals what, they're trying to indoctrinate the kids. No, dude, you're an idiot.
Did you forget when Trump was talking about patriotic education, which basically meant you don't have to teach people about slavery. You don't remember? Yeah, you should check it out, right?
You can't make this up. You can't make this up.
No. What they want to do, they want that money to go to private schools more and more and more, like charter schools, for example. Even though, statistically, they don't do much better than public schools on average.
Yeah.
Right.
So that way you can pull away funding from school kids who actually very much need it and put it in towards. It's basically a tax on the poor to give to the rich. It is unironically a tax on the poor to give to the rich. Yeah, I
basically.
mean, like, I don't see how, like, where more people are poor, that results into America being great again. It just sounds like more opportunity for China to overtake the United States, and ultimately China being the world superpower to making decisions like globally, as well as screwing up the people who are genuinely in poverty in the United States in favor of just like an ideology that shows no basis in reality. By the way, if you haven't subscribed, consider subscribing right now. I'm a really small YouTuber and I'm really just trying to build up. And I really think that I'm going to be making more content, and you're going to just see not just debates, but as well as content like this. So stay tuned to find out. This is the new and up and coming movement, right? That I like to call the FAFO movement, the FAFO movement, FAFO, and I call
That's
it
something
this.
Republicans love, right?
It is the F around and find out movement. And so in this situation, what we have here, it's some sort of a meeting with a politician, and a veteran is clearly upset. And I think, and so anyway, let's watch what we got.
You're lying. I'm a veteran and you don't give a fuck about me. Hey, shut the fuck up. You don't get the fucking union to us. You don't get to take away our rights. You don't get to take our health care. Get off of me. You don't get to do this to us.
So Daniel, seeing that, what do you think the probability is that this guy voted for Donald Trump?
I think it's pretty high.
Yeah, most veterans are right-wingers. Most veterans are right-wingers. I think it's like over 60% of veterans are right-wingers. And it's like, here we have a veteran screaming at the top of his lungs at a politician saying, you know, that you're here to take away my Social Security. You're here to take away my benefits, which, yeah, that's exactly what's happening. I know that, like, people like to pretend as if, like, Donald Trump doesn't favor Project 2025, but the reality is, even though Donald Trump says a thing that, oh, I'm not going to take away VA benefits, yeah, he will. You think he won't? Of course he will. Are you out of your mind? Anyway, let's go ahead and finish the video. I mean, look. Look how, like, so much rage is just causing, like, everyone hates this. Like, I'm curious, how long will Trump be able to keep going with these kinds of policies, which will ultimately result in just everybody turning against him? Yeah, and the reason why this guy is just screaming at the top of his, off of his lungs like this, he's screaming at him because he is directly contributing to the reduction of VA benefits, which is the Veterans Affairs. Right? Like, he in the past has directly supported veterans, but this particular move would literally be harming veterans.
Just to be clear, you're bullshit and you're not telling the truth.
Let him speak. Let him speak.
For example, folks at the National Weather Service
Are fired.
That's wild. Isn't that crazy?
You know what I love the most about this?
What?
Because I heard, so I heard right-wingers saying, it's like, why do we need the National Weather Service? It's like, I just have this app that is telling me, like, what the weather is going to be like. And it's like, I'm just stunned by that level of, like, ignorance. Because I always want to ask him, is like, where do you think that app is getting its data from?
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to tell you where it's getting the data from the fucking National Weather Service, right? So if you're firing those people, your app is not going to work, or it's going to give you the wrong information.
What we have here, ladies and gentlemen, is the Project 2025 tracker. Everything that the Project 2025 has been wanting to do, a lot of it, we're almost halfway through Project 2025. It's only been a couple months. This directly tracks what has been passed versus not passed, mentioned in the in Project 2025 versus not Project 2025. What do you think about this? Isn't this interesting?
Are you talking about the Project 2025 that Trump knew nothing about?
Yeah, he knew nothing about this. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
He said he knew nothing about
you mean
this.
the same Project 2025
And-
that had a preface that was written by his running mate?
Yeah.
Okay, one that I'm a bit scared of is the Department of Energy. You know
Not
what
the
the Department of
EPA.
Energy does? Nah, I'm going to tell you why. You know what the Department of Energy does? Like one of its things.
Is it
taking
electricity?
care- Nah. No. It's even worse than that. It's taking care of your nuclear bombs.
Cool. Sick.
Cool, right?
Sick, dude.
Crazy.
Nice. All right, so let's take a look here. What do they want to do with the Department of Energy? Or rather, should I read what they have already done and what they are in progress
Yeah.
of? Okay, they want to eliminate considerations of upstream and downstream greenhouse gas emissions. Great. Fabulous. I don't even have to keep reading. Like, just, man, how did this guy get voted in?
I mean, he knew nothing about these things.
Yeah.
That's
Oh,
the thing.
true. He knew nothing about this. Completed, by the way. It was completed 1/24 of 2025. See here. Eliminate the Office of Fossil Energy and Carbon Management and redirect it to increasing fossil use. Oh, great. Oh, good.
Great, yeah. I mean, it's like, it's not only like you don't want to stop climate change, you want
Ice
to
cream
accelerate
tastes
climate
like asbestos.
change.
We need
Shell-
more carbon
Yeah,
in
it's
the
like
in
if
the
you find,
environment.
like,
More.
yellows from
We
them.
also want to expand energy exploration and extraction in Alaska and open the National Petroleum
Yep.
Reserve to leasing and development. Great, fabulous. You know what we should do? Get more stuff from the Carboniferous era into the air. Let's do it, dude. What a great idea.
Make America great again. Make it like it was in the Carboniferous era.
make the entire Earth an unsustainable death spiral. Great, yeah. Department of Ensure liquefied natural gas exports applications are approved expeditiously without consideration of climate change. Awesome, dude. Where do we sign up, guys? Guys, this is all everything that I have said so far is fully passed.
Yep.
We want to limit subsidized renewables. Yeah, we want to make sure that not only are we evil, but we are comically evil on top of it. Yes. Eliminate the carbon capture, utilization, and storage programs. How dare you try to do anything
not gonna
to
happen.
try to mitigate climate change?
That's
That
not
is
gonna
awful. Never ever do that.
I'm gonna tell
We
you why
want to
that's not gonna
expand
happen.
natural. What do you mean? This is what they have not started. Do you think that they're never going to do
Okay,
this?
no. But I'm telling you, the one with the carbon capture is not going to happen because Elon Musk relies on the carbon capture thingy where he can sell his carbon, right, from his cars to like other people that want to do this, right? So that would be a source of revenue that is kind of drying up for him. So, he's probably not going to do that.
The bar is so freaking low.
Yeah. But
It's
I'm
so low.
waiting for you to read the next one after the expand natural gas infrastructure.
Oh, reverse the Biden era decisions to retire parts of nuclear arsenal and reject the comprehensive test ban treaty. What?
There you fucking go.
Okay, energy. Eliminate the Office of Clean Energy demonstrations. Bro.
Nobody needs clean
Bro.
energy.
Like, seriously, who wrote, like, I feel like Project 2025 is like, it literally is like comically evil. I genuinely don't understand what is the internal motivations of these people. They're actually psycho. I can't believe
They
we
are
voted
psycho.
this.
They're ghouls. Yeah, they're ghouls.
They're literally like, you know what? This is like literally like a bad guy from Captain Planet. There's like an anthropomorphic like rat guy that's just like, yeah, let's get more carbon in the atmosphere. That's unironically who's writing this. Let's take the raw sewage and put it in
Wait
the river.
until you get.
Eliminate the Office of Energy Efficiency and Renewable Energy or reduce its funding. Awesome, dude. Guys, clap, clap, clap. Guys, I love literally having a comic book supervillain that rights policy. Captain Pollution.
Then let our polluting powers combine. Super radiation. Deforestation. Smog.
Hate. I love the hate one, dude. Hate.
Captain Pollution.
Your polluting powers combined. I am Captain Pollution.
Never mind. That's the guy.
We need to look.
That's the guy who did the Project 2025 energy plan. What did you think of the Project 2025 tracker? Did you enjoy the Project 2025 tracker? That way we can actually see all the wonderful policies that Donald Trump had no idea existed, right? And that are being passed at a breakneck speed. Right, it's literally 40.
It's so many things that have already been done. I mean, that's crazy.
Yeah, it's 41% done. It's at 41%. Right, I swear, if I wait a day and then log back in tomorrow, it'll be like 44%. It'll be like a LimeWire download. Honestly, I'm genuinely curious about the Department of Education. Let's take a look at them. Break up the Department of Education. Great. Okay, we want to roll back student loan forgiveness and income-driven repayment plans. Okay, good. We want to make sure that we screw over as many people as possible, so that's fair. We want to rescind the Biden-era Title IX rules that strengthen prosecution of sexual assault discrimination claims. Yep, we want to make sure that when women go into higher education, that they are SA'd a lot more. That would make sense, and that they have less legal recourse. Yep, that would be what a comic book supervillain would want to do. We want to expand school choice, so we have public funding for private schools. Great. So it's basically where you take away from the poor and you give it to the rich.
Yep.
Amazing.
More than you're doing right now, because it's
sounds like
done right now, but more.
How do you become any less evil? I guess is my question. Is it possible to be any less evil? Seriously, rescind equity in IDEA, which is Individuals with Disabilities Education Act regulation. So what we want to do is let's make sure we don't have any accessibility ramps. So if you can't walk, I don't know what to tell you, dude.
Issue.
You're like a noob, skill issue.
Yeah.
Try harder. I don't know what to tell you. Cut off the federal funds to states, cities, and counties, school board principals, and teachers who disagree with parental rights. Yeah, how dare you? If a parent wants to teach the kid young Earth creationism and how to not take a vaccine, well, that's their right, isn't it? The measles outbreak, March 18th of 2025. Texas Health and Human Services. Texas State of Health Services is reporting an outbreak of measles in the South Plains of the Panhandle regions of Texas. At this time, 279 cases have been identified since late January. 36 of the patients have been hospitalized. There have been one fatality in school-aged child who lived in the outbreak area. The child was not vaccinated and had no known underlying conditions. Due to the highly contagious nature of this disease, additional cases are likely to occur in the outbreak area and surrounding communities. DSHS is working with local health departments to investigate the outbreak. Awesome. Check out all these counties. Honestly, if I have a truck and I want to test my bumper on my kid, I really should be able to hit my kid with a truck.
It is a parental right.
Right? Wouldn't that be my right to do that? I just don't understand. Yeah. Transition Title I funding to no strings block grants and eventually phase out the program entitled. Title I provides federal funding to schools serving low-income children. Sick, dude. Make sure you take away as much money from the poor and give it all the way to private schools. What a great idea. I love that.
Should the low-income children actually even study anything? Shouldn't they just work?
And
we should bring child labor back, but only for low income. Let's not forget that Republicans are the one that are pro-life.
Oh yeah,
they
correct.
Love life.
Yeah.
Well, not life after he gets born.
Yeah. Forget that. Yeah, stupid.
We don't care about that. Yeah. You made it because they're on the principle. I made you, I will kill you. So It is what it is. It's called parental rights, man. I don't know. It's like we're kind of like haters. I don't know why we're hating these parental rights.
Privatize the federal student loan portfolio. Sick, dude. I love increasing my interest. Man, whoa, I love that. We should do that. Oh, and then we want to defund the universities. That's good. So that way it's harder to get into college. Awesome. Yeah, no, this is great. Yeah. And we don't want any student loan forgiveness. Definitely not that. If you do that, then that would be helping people who need it. And we don't want to do that. We are anti-DEI, unless, of course, if you're white, in which case we definitely want to include you. What am I supposed to say about stuff like this? It's like you're just basically comically evil at this point. Like, how do I even have a discussion with these people? These people are crazy.